John Davis, absolutely one of the best.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
Mr. John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime.
This guy John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime. Maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True.
Hey, John Davis.
John Davis.
John Davis True Crime.
John Davis True Crime kicks butt.
Tune in and watch John Davis True Crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in. It's John Davis True Crime.
Good morning. Happy April 23rd, 2024, Tuesday. Good morning, Brandy.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning? You seem to be into your phone. Anything going on over there?
I ordered some Crocs, and then they said they don't have that color for Chase. So.
Chase? Why's Chase getting Crocs? Chase is grounded. It's not time for Crocs.
Because that's all he's wearing. I get tired of looking at the white ones he wears all the time. He's got tennis shoes, but that's what he wears. So.
That's big 10-4. It's big 10-4 on that one, Brandy.
And Taylor wanted a pair, so I had to get him a pair. I try to be equal.
Good morning, Nada Drama Nana. Angie's Life, Teresa Mills, Burnt Dirt, Messy to the Jesse. Big round of good mornings. Did I miss anybody? Prissy Missy. Lip Lock No More. Good morning, Lip Lock. P. Allen Girl. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Y'all like my glasses?
Good morning, everyone. I gotta talk into the mic like you.
These are my Thug Life glasses.
Can you hear me?
The more you say that annoys you, the more I want to do it.
Yeah, I get to my nerves.
What gets on your nerves?
This, talking like this. Hogging the microphone.
Makes the audio better.
Okay, guys. I don't want it in my face. We can share it.
We can share?
Yeah. Chase gave me the silent treatment yesterday. This morning he talked to me.
Well, I give you the silent treatment. I had to do the dirty work. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
I am here just driving. We'll be careful. Careful. Let's see. Thoughts on what's been going on lately? We missed much.
There's a lot of people saying, well, Katie came out and said that picture of them in that Harley shop or the motorcycle shop was the old picture. Then people started, putting online. She's wearing the shirt that has Sebastian on it. Him and her. So.
Oh, she was trying to say it was before.
Yeah.
He even went missing and stuff.
Yeah, it was an old picture.
Wow.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
People calling her out.
Where was that at? Facebook?
TikTok, actually. There's a Justin guy on TikTok. He does a lot of the disappearance.
I think he does YouTube too, because I've been seeing him on live streams, Justin on TikTok's what's it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was saying that. I agree. You shouldn't sit there and be lying to everybody.
The original plan for today was find some fresh cases and introduce them. I'm perplexed at how some of this stuff works. I had three. I'd found three, and it was actually their anniversaries. They had all been missing a year, is what it said on the National Missing and Endangered Children website. I went looking for all three. Nothing. I don't know if I'm assuming maybe they've been found is the reason there's nothing, but no Facebook groups, no nothing. Why they're coming up on an anniversary on the missing site, I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean, there's not even a news article. And that's what gets me is how did they make it onto the missing website, yet there's not even one news article?
Yeah, that's the problem. There's so many kids out there missing. We only know about a few that hits media, really, you know?
I'm thinking the website just ain't been updated.
It's crazy.
I'm thinking there's always, I've yet to see an active missing kids case that there's not at least a Facebook group post something about. So we had a lot of trouble with that. And I thought we just go a different direction, because this happened last week and I never mentioned it, but I thought it was kind of weird. And it's getting pretty heated in the Riley Strand case, right? They, of course, nothing is going to be known for at least a few more weeks because they're waiting on the toxicology results. After his mom come out and said that he had mentioned in a text that his drink tasted funny and all that, a lot of people's thinking there's going to be something in the toxicology results come back. Right. Well, here's a little clip.
You all received a letter from someone else who was staying at the same hotel who described a little bit of what they heard that night that Riley went missing. I just want to read part of it. At first, I thought it was a bunch of drunk college kids being jealous of girlfriend-boyfriend stuff, but it was too loud and went on too long. They were in halls. I could hear them between the walls. The doors for the hotel rooms are very heavy, so they slam when you let them shut. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. to numerous doors slamming, kids in the hall, both boys and girls, having very loud discussions, going back and forth from rooms multiple times. It was like new kids kept showing up on the floor during the entire period. These kids were freaking out about something.
I didn't realize this. I just watched that interview yesterday. I didn't realize how big this fraternity thing was.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
It said there was like 150 to 200 kids from this fraternity.
Right.
That
we're staying in that one place hotel.
Yeah. And now I am kind of shocked knowing how big this group was. None of them helped the family search.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would be a big help, 150 people.
Oh, it would have been huge. Huge. All them kids was there. All them young people could have been searching their butts off. Now, the family is saying, why didn't you call the police earlier, like at 3 o'clock that morning? I can't give them too much crap for that. I mean, they were drinking too.
Yeah.
You know, but it's wild how mad the family is about that.
Yeah.
I don't see it. You know, I wouldn't, like, if I'd been out partying, I made it back to the motel room, and my buddy wasn't there, I wouldn't immediately call the police.
Yeah, maybe he's talking to a girl or, you know, or something. You never know.
You're out bar hopping and stuff. And, you know, I don't know if this is a secret or not, but typically the reason guys go to the bar is to hook up.
To pick up a woman.
So I would not be worried if my friend hadn't made it back. Now, the next day is a different story.
Yeah.
When he didn't make it back and all that, then I would have been concerned, and he wasn't answering his phone. His cell phone was off, whatever. He couldn't get a hold of him. Then I would have been concerned. Now, these guys, now, mind you, Riley's parents lived a ways off. They came all the way down. They're searching for him. They say the next evening, you know, they're gotten there. The frat brothers and stuff has done talked to police and all this. They get back later that evening, and the frat boys are all dressed up, and they go out to a little get together. I guess a dance or whatever. You know, it was scheduled for the weekend. They were having this big.
Yeah.
What would you call that?
Gathering. I think it was like a conference. No,
like a conference gathering of fraternity or whatever. Yeah. But even the next evening, and this blew my mind, they still hadn't searched or done anything. Now, the interview had one more thing. They just talked about, a guest from the hotel had told him, it was really wild, people in and out and all that. I would expect that from a fraternity staying in a hotel, been out drinking and stuff. That's not really surprising.
Mm-mm.
I thought this
You all received a letter from someone else who was staying.
Wrong one. I thought this was kind of interesting.
Were you ever able to find out what was going on in the hotel that night?
From one of the friends that I talked to this week, apparently he had hurt his hand that night. Didn't really specify what he had done, but apparently it had to do with a hurt hand that night and people being emotional about it. Apparently it didn't have anything to do with Riley.
That's odd that got brought up.
Yeah, that's weird.
Said that there was a big freak out about somebody hurting their hand. It's weird.
Yeah.
First thing that came to my mind was there an altercation? That how he hurt his hand? Is that what's going on? Is that why they don't seem to be too on board with the helping?
Maybe they know.
There could be more to this than we were originally led to believe.
Yeah.
My only thing is, though, at autopsy, they say there's no damage to him.
No nothing. Yeah.
No signs of fight, nothing.
Right. No bruising, no bumps, lumps, anything,
And I don't get that, because if you watch the footage of when he falls, you would think there'd be marks from that.
Yeah, hitting his head that hard. Ugh.
But when the report comes out, apparently
Don't make sense.
Nothing remarkable about it. And I still don't get how you're in a river for 2 weeks and don't get damage.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
From that. Or however he ended up in the water.
Or how you can tell after that long,
Well, I mean, any injury he sustained that night would, after he passed, is not going to go away. There's going to be signs of it.
But there's fish and stuff in that river, and the body was
I
in
would
there
hate
for weeks.
15 days, I think. I would hate to think what the condition was, but the fact that they say there's no signs of any kind of physical injury
is weird.
It's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I agree. He should have had something on his head where he hit his head that hard.
Yeah, something you would think, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Those boys were there for two things: getting drunk and getting
girls.
Yeah.
Or the other word, but yeah. That's why girls go out to find them a man usually, or maybe sometimes have a good time.
I thought women just like to dance.
No.
Hang out with their friends. I didn't know they were actually man hunting.
Mm-hmm.
That goes on? That's a thing?
Yep. It's not the best place to meet a man. Really.
I've never dated anyone I met at a bar. Ever. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I didn't go to too many bars.
I believe it. I was there.
Well, I was underage, probably before I met you, so I wasn't even 21.
I was in the bar at 16. I had a hell of a fake ID. This dude that lived in the little area where I lived, he was about 7 years older than me. Didn't look a damn thing like me. Not at all. That shit worked everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. For some reason, I don't know what it was. People were just blind to the fact that the dude looked nothing like me. This dude had hair down to here. I ain't never had long hair like that. Well, now, but not then. And never got questioned.
Yeah. It's hard to question. Hey, is this you? Yeah, that's me.
I was 16 years old walking into the beer store. We had this one store that was a mom and pop shop. Each of them had to be 70 plus. I'd walk in, I'd throw that bad boy down on the counter. They'd look at it. They'd look at me. Good to go.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Nowadays, they're a lot more strict on that stuff. They have people. I had a friend, she used to get paid to go in to try to get them to sell her alcohol and stuff. Undercover.
Angie said, I did, and I married him.
Oh, see?
Met her husband at a bar.
Yeah.
That is surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Hi, not much signal, but I'm here. Hi, Emma.
Hey.
My fake ID didn't look anything like me, but it sure worked fine around UGA campus. LOL.
My sister used my ID, my younger one.
Yeah, y'all don't look a lot alike.
Just alike, but don't look alike.
You sound alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty close. Here's the, where's it at? Hold on. So Katie's saying those pictures are old, huh?
Yeah.
Here's the, there's a shot of it. Now, in those pictures, I don't see anything that's really identifiable to tell us when it was.
I don't know if that's the same picture. Yeah, I guess. Because the picture I seen, they both had a Sebastian shirt, but it was on the front. It might have been that. Well, I just can't see.
I can't really see his shirt, but it looks like that's what's on his shirt. Oh, yeah, it looks like they got on matching shirts because look at his front and then look at her front.
Yeah.
Those are matching.
Yeah, that's it. Then probably the right shirts.
I met my hubby at a wedding. Is that wild and crazy?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you catch the bouquet?
Nowadays, I guess you meet people online and then go on a date, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest way people meet now is online. Strange to me. Was dating of age biker when I was 16. Never got questioned going into a biker bar. Yeah, if you was with the biker, it's probably all cool.
Yep.
I'm going to ask. Good morning, Aunt B. I don't know. Is that the shirts they were wearing that day? I don't know.
Not the picture I seen. There's another one out there if y'all look, but you can see the front of the shirts and Sebastian on it.
See, the thing I heard though too was that they were planning on doing some kind of like they do these rides for charity stuff. Around here they're called poker runs. I don't know what they're called in other places, but people they raise money, have a big long ride, and it's a thing they do for stuff such as this, missing persons. You know, they do it to raise money for Christmas presents for kids, all kinds of stuff like that. To me, it looks like maybe that's what this is about. Maybe they're planning one of them, go and get them a motorcycle.
Maybe. But why you lie about it? You know?
I don't know. But I did see this morning, JLR was at the airport. Shocker. Live. And apparently JR, people help him out. Yeah. He gets sent stuff every time the Proudfoots make a move.
Right.
And they're saying now that Katie is back at the campground in Mississippi with Chris. So the working with Seth does not seem to be a priority to me.
Yeah, you'd be searching, you know.
They're called pecker runs here as well. We have runs every weekend during nice weather for something. Yeah. I'm thinking that's what they were insinuating. And that was what I heard their excuse was. Now, I don't know. You can't expect them to be 24/7 doing something. And I don't think they should be judged so hard, but
they're not doing
if this is what they are doing during the vigil,
there's issues.
And they ain't making the vigils, then it's really got to question their desire to have him found. You know?
I agree.
Definitely find Sebastian t-shirts. Sebastian's photo was on them.
Yep.
See, so they ain't that old, Katie. John, come join me later on live if you want. I've got Ryan on. Emma's got Ryan on. He did you ain't got to give it away to us, Emma, but did Ryan go check out that picture that you had and identify what that was?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
I'm pretty sure that's what the live's going to be about. We'll check it out later, Emma. That is not a flattering angle in that photo. You want to speak of not flattering angles in photos?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Chris even said he was leaving. He had prior engagements or somebody that was filming the vigil.
Y'all ever seen that woman?
Yeah.
With the cheek implants and stuff?
Weirdo looking.
That is the wildest thing to me. That's like how women are going these days.
Women want to be plastic, like plastic dolls almost. Nothing real.
They don't want to cross the biker community. Yeah, I'd be careful around the biker community. I wouldn't do anything to perturb them. That's the wildest look to me, though, today is how people are looking, how all this is just so fake. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I seen that this morning. I was like, that looks painful on me.
Why would you do that to yourself? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it all.
Don't it look like that'd be in your peripheral and in your line of sight constantly?
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't look down. You couldn't look down and to the side. That's all you'd see is in big old cheeks on each side of your face.
Then all these women getting BBLs, not happy with what God gave them, pretty much.
The BBL craze has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, it's okay. Like if you weren't born with anything, like to get, some
I could see
go way too far.
Yeah,
way too far.
Yeah, I could see if you had a flat butt and wanted a little junk in the trunk. But holy cow, man, some of this just looks ridiculous. It's like one of them big-eyed goldfish.
Yeah, I think like bigger the better, but in some cases that is not true. If you sit there and ask all the guys, I think they would say different what they find attractive. Each guy is different, I think,
She can't get too close to the stove or her cheeks will melt off.
I bet they would. Isn't that scary?
And I tell you what, you can look at her. I bet she was a pretty woman before she did that.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
You know what?
Mm-hmm. I hope she can take those things out.
What's she going for? Jigsaw? That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
The jigsaw thing where it's got the weird cheeks on it. Can't figure out how they get those big things in the skinny jeans. Oh, talking about the BBL. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's girls on social media. That's what they're known for. I'm sick.
And that's it. I got a bunch of fat pumped into my butt, and now I'm famous.
Look at me.
It's wild, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
What else is newsworthy I seen yesterday? Let's see here. I seen, what was this about? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. This is where somebody was calling Katie out because in her bio here, it shows that she has an installation technician for Brinks Home Security full-time October 2020 to present.
Mm-hmm.
Listed as in her experience. Yet no camera.
Yeah.
No camera footage.
That still is crazy to me.
People don't miss stuff, man. I tell you what, today in social media, you gonna answer for all the wildness. Here's the picture I couldn't find yesterday. I wanted to show y'all. There's quite a few of them. A lot of people think that Chris hardballed Seth, and that's what happened.
Maybe.
I'm thinking he might have threatened him with some kind of lawsuit or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I like to know if they had cameras installed, they were just turned off, or what actually happened with the cameras. I'm thinking they probably had cameras. Why wouldn't they?
I keep hearing they had cameras, but something was up about them. I don't know. Brinks better take that down. She's bad advertising since her son disappeared from the inside of their house, allegedly, and in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially with a child that had autism or something, I would want cameras just to keep an eye on. You know, if something did happen, go outside or something.
C looks like such a bully.
Yeah, that's what I got too. His posture and how he's acting.
I don't know, man. I just keep scratching my head on, he found out about Chris and the DCS situation where Sebastian went to school and reported him, hit him with a belt. I would, if that's what this is all about, if he's really just doing this all for the better of Sebastian,
good for you.
Good for you. I couldn't do it. You're a better man than I am. I couldn't be around that dude with my son still missing, knowing the shit that's happened. I couldn't. I don't think I have the restraint that Seth does. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. There's no way. I'm not a good enough Christian person to be around that dude.
And that's okay. Just stay away from each other. You don't have to sit there and suck up,
Chris got too close to Seth for it to not be a argument. Yeah, that's in that. This probably ain't even the best example. There's a few pictures of that out there. I'm thinking it was definitely heated. I don't know why you'd be so close to each other if it was all cookies and cream,
Yeah.
Here's my thing. You marry a girl who's had all kinds of work. You have no idea of the base model, then have a kid who looks like the original her. Talk about shocker.
Yeah, true.
I didn't realize Chris was so tall. That's what I was saying to Brandy. I don't know if he's that tall or if Seth's that short, but he definitely, and that's not even a great representation. He is a lot taller than Seth.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the BBL has an odor of rotting flesh while it's healing. Just add my 2 cents to the quarter.
Ew.
Oof.
It probably don't smell good.
Probably don't ever smell good because I don't see how you could wipe all that. See how you get your hand around the cheek. Do you?
Not if you get one of the huge ones, no.
Like what your nose was and how big, and it's now on your kid. Yeah. Be terrible to have a kid with somebody and their cheeks do that, wouldn't it?
No.
All my sons have huge cheeks. I worry about Seth when the truth comes out about what happened. He will be a man with nothing to lose, in my opinion.
Yeah. I hope it comes out.
I tell you, I feel like it's kind of at an impasse right now.
Mm-hmm. Unless they get some evidence.
Unless something comes up, it don't look good right now.
No, it doesn't.
And if it truly is Chris and Katie behind it, that's not good because what's going to happen? I mean, it's been 2 months and they're saying they have nothing on them.
Right.
I don't see evidence appearing at this point. So if law enforcement's being upfront and telling us the honest truth about the situation, this isn't good.
No. You can kind of feel how a case will turn out. Like the 2 moms, they probably find those people, find who did that because they're just stupid, the people that killed them.
They both have to be tall. Look at the door as reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just saying Chris is taller than Seth by a margin, it looks like. They're in Tennessee. They will get away with it.
I know a lot of sick stuff happens in Tennessee.
I'm telling you,
people look the other way, I guess.
Nothing against the people of Tennessee, but law enforcement there, it does not seem to be
on top of their game,
kicking too much butt when it comes to handling this stuff. Like the 2 missing women, they had that wrapped up in what seems like no time.
Yeah.
And that wasn't easy to figure out.
No. But
you know what's happening in those cases is they're treating them like crimes from the beginning.
Yeah.
And this Sebastian situation, I wonder if it's ever been treated like a crime as far as evidence collection and all that.
It should have been from the very beginning.
I wonder if this is going to come out to be a Gannon situation. Now, the difference between this and Gannon, though, is Katie is actually Sebastian's biological mother.
Mm-hmm.
Letitia was Gannon's stepmom, and I think that was a big jealousy thing between them. So I don't think so. I don't think it's the same thing.
Well, they're just saying that finds out that she's guilty later. I guess the mom role.
Takes what, about 60 days to get cell phone data back. We're right there at the 60-day mark. In my opinion, if nothing breaks within the next week, it's all over for a while. Does it take 60 days?
It takes a while, I think.
Maddie Soto happens the same day as Sebastian, and how long has hers been solved from Florida?
Mm-hmm. It was solved fast.
Was it the same day? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me either.
I knew they were together.
Close.
Katie's taste in the physical appearance of her men is obvious. She has a type, don't she? You don't think they resemble?
A little bit.
Kind of the big guys.
Mm-hmm. Girls like big guys.
There's still no charges for Maddie's death.
I know.
A lot of people have been worried, but yeah.
At least he's in jail. You know, he's not doing anything.
The thing about that is, though, they got him in jail. He ain't going nowhere, so there's no rush to file the charges. I'm wondering what the charges are going to be. And a lot of people still think Maddie's mom
had something to do with
it. Is going to go down for this, too.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully.
Brandy was telling me, I didn't even realize it, that they had a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Think about that. How you hiding stuff like that?
Seems like it'd be awful hard for him to be getting away with stuff in a small one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that she had a birthday party and the mom wasn't there. It's just, that's weird too to me.
I think a lot of it's weird. I think her demeanor was really weird. And I tell you, you want to really get disgusted. Go back to Madeline at the beginning when they first reported her missing and stuff, and watch that Stephen or Stefan. I still ain't fit. Is it Stephen or Stefan?
I think it's Stefan, maybe. I do believe.
Anyway, the Stearns dude, and watch how Jennifer Soto coddles him while he's crying.
Yeah.
Oh, make me puke.
And he knows exactly where she is.
You think?
Yeah. Wasn't the mom there that morning when she's going to school?
I don't know, man. I've heard so many different versions of how that was supposed to have went down.
If she was, how do you explain that?
Did anyone else hear that Billy Joe is trying to get custody of the other grandkids? Yes, I did hear that. Quentin Simon's grandma. I tell you, after I don't see that happening.
Yeah, because she got charged too with some stuff, didn't she?
Did she?
I thought Quentin Simon. Maybe not. I'll think about somebody else.
I don't think Billy Joe's going to get no custody. Not after she had custody of Quentin, and we seen how that worked out.
Yeah.
Which I'm not blaming her because, she was working and stuff like that.
Yeah, she did get arrested. I remember.
The thing though is that Leilani at the end of the day is the criminal.
Yeah, she got arrested for something.
It's a shame Tennessee hasn't learned to do better and stop messing up these child cases. It has to be on purpose. Why else would they keep doing it? And I think it needs to be a change in procedure first. I think anytime a kid goes missing, it should be treated like a criminal investigation from that moment forward, because you never get that time back. You need the crime scene. You're never going to get a second chance at going over the fresh crime scene. Anytime a kid's reported missing, people should be separated. Statements should be taken right then and there. A lot of these people have days and days to get their stories together before they're ever really questioned.
Yeah.
You got to start treating the parents like the suspects, to me, from the first second.
Day one, yep.
One thing that got me in Jen's interview was when she said they are searching in the woods, and I don't know why, because she isn't out there.
She was only charged for attempt of court, sentenced to 10 days. No criminal.
Contempt of court.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe should have been charged for leaving Quentin with Leilani, and she was supposed to be supervised.
Yep.
Yeah, she failed him. I mean, there's no doubt about that. There was a reason Billy Joe didn't, or Leilani didn't have him. Look at the way she raised her own daughter. She doesn't deserve custody. That's a good point. I mean, let's look at the finished product of what happens when she raises a kid from birth. They murdered their child. So.
Do whatever she wants, it seems like.
Tennessee has been looking for Tabitha Tutors for over 20 years, and nothing has ever been found. I pray this doesn't happen with Sebastian. I haven't heard of that. I'm not either. That might be one we look up and talk about on another day. Tabitha Tutors. In my opinion, treat the parents as suspects from the jump, apologize later. Yeah. Exactly. Amen.
That's what they should do in Summer's case, too, from the very beginning.
All other states do, but not Tennessee. They get kicked out of their house right then and there, and all vehicles taken, but Tennessee treats it like a runaway.
Yep. It's probably some of the problem.
Yeah. All the laws and stuff that people are petitioning to be made and changed and all that. I think if I was in Tennessee, the one law I would make would be Sebastian and Summers law. The moment a child's reported missing, everybody's a suspect, and it's treated as a criminal investigation. How can it hurt? Is it going to hurt something? No. The only thing you're going to do is help. So what? I mean, I would rather be treated like a suspect than my kid never be found. Wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
The entire Tennessee is suspect AF and always has been. I was unfortunately born there and was a victim of crime with no resolution from redneck good old boy law enforcement.
Yeah, I think some of their law enforcement is shady from what I've seen.
I think there definitely is too. But I think like in Summers' case, you would think that I think they're shady, but I don't necessarily think they're involved because you got so much FBI and TBI involvement. Unless I'm starting to be suspect of TBI.
I think they look the other way. So a lot of times.
I mean, look at Idaho. They locked Lori Vallow up for not telling where her children were.
Yeah. True. Very true.
You know, that it's lucky that got resolved. You know, and that could have been another one that they never figured out. That was good law enforcement.
Thanks to Chad and his text message about the raccoon. That's how they figured that out.
Yeah. Chatted. What did he text? What was it?
He had to bury a raccoon in the backyard and something else. It was weird, but that's what.
But it was in reference to what he was doing with the kids.
Yeah,
right?
around the same time they went missing, or right after.
Well, it seems like it was something recently too, where somebody was charged, and everybody was like, "Well, why didn't they do that with Candace?" I can't remember who it was now. There will be a celebration of life for JJ and Tylee on the 27th. It will be live streamed.
No, they're evil. Lori and Chad, evil people. Lori's crazy.
How far apart was JJ and Tylee?
They don't know exactly.
Unalived. They don't know.
But days.
But it wasn't at the same time, right?
No. JJ went missing first, I do believe.
Elisha's mom was arrested for child neglect.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was thinking about. Yes.
And the boyfriend. They have pictures, evidence.
Within a month from each other.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't big on that case. I
wasn't either.
At the time. I've heard a lot about it lately. I tried watching some of Chad's trial the other day. I am not a trial watcher.
Boring.
It is so tedious. All the just nonsense that goes back and forth. It is so. Ugh. Oh, here I found this morning. Seth Rogers. I haven't been told what the results are, so therefore my mama is speculating. That was in reference to his mom said that his lie detector was inconclusive. You know. So he's saying they haven't told him one way or another.
Please tell the truth.
I don't get with him being on all the pain medication and stuff how they could get a valid result.
Yeah, that probably is true. From what we know about lie detector tests, they won't test you usually.
I know Steve Wilkos won't even test your ass if you fail the drug test.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I don't know. Is it inconclusive because of that? I don't know. I found a new picture of Sebastian too I hadn't seen. I don't know where this was. I just seen it out on the boat. Looks like he's having one hell of a time, don't it? Don't he look happy? You know, a lot of these cases I get they're definitely doomed feeling. I don't get that with Sebastian. I feel like there's still a chance that they've done something with him.
You think?
They're
playing it good. I don't know. There's not a lot of evidence if you think about that, unless they come across something. I don't think it'll be solved unless they come across some evidence. You know?
I said it's weird. Chris and Katie supposedly passed their polygraph, but Seth came back and conclusive. You can't make this stuff up, and he said that. Yeah, well, it's like I don't think law enforcement's ever said one way or the other.
I don't. If they don't release a statement saying that, I don't believe it anymore. You know.
Do y'all ever take call-ins? Yes, we do. Fridays. Friday is call-in day.
Yeah, Friday.
Friday.
I don't want it. Put it in the middle.
I thought you wanted it.
But they'll complain they can't hear me, I'm sure.
I'm going to get Brandy a mic.
I don't want a mic.
I just got to figure out how to hook up two at once. Let's see what this is. What else I had? Oh, this got shared with me, and I got another email, a couple emails brought up about it. This was in Chillicothe, Ohio. The Ross County Sheriff's Office is currently investigating the discovery of what appears to be possible human remains in a remote area of Ross County. The incident was reported late Saturday evening. According to preliminary reports, deputies responded to a call near the intersection of Black Run Road and Baum Hill Road just before midnight. Two male individuals who were out mushroom hunting stumbled upon the remains and alerted authorities, the sheriff's office said. As of now, no further details have been released. The Guardian is actively working to gather additional information. Investigators are determining whether the remains are indeed human and if they may be connected to any recent missing person cases in the area.
What area was that?
Chillicothe, Ohio. And Chillicothe, Ohio is where Whitney Hatfield's from.
Oh, really?
Chillicothe is they said it was the biggest town closest to them was Chillicothe.
Gotcha. I don't think it would be her. Because it wouldn't, well, I shouldn't say that, but I don't think it would be Bones at this time. You know what I mean? She's only been missing a month.
That's a good point.
So.
But you never know. I think the reason that it got sent to me a couple times is because I think some people are thinking that's a possibility.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't get that feeling. I don't get the feeling she's that close, really. I get the feeling
somebody took advantage of her and they took her somewhere. I think she's still alive. I definitely do.
The family has the feeling that there's a good chance whoever groomed her and took her had been talking to her a while, and they got her to go from Alabama to grandma's.
Oh, yeah. to be closer.
To be closer to where they could get her.
That's a good point.
JDTC, it's confirmed it's a male.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of like bones and bodies that have been found. They don't know whose they are. I was surprised at how many haven't been identified.
Yeah, me and Brandon, we seen that a while back, and it was talking about the huge amount of unidentified remains that there are. And you know, I guarantee you they got the unidentified, like some of these cases that people have been scratching their heads over 40, 50 years. Guarantee you them remains, or some of them anyway, have been found. They just ain't linked them together.
Yep.
I don't get with DNA technology why you'd even have unidentified remains anymore.
So yeah, can you get DNA from bone? See, I don't know. Sometimes I thought you could, and I don't know how that works.
I think a lot of the times, yes. I'm sure sometimes you can't, but still, it seems like there wouldn't be tons of unidentified remains.
Yeah, because you can get DNA from whoever went missing's family, like parent, you know, if you don't have theirs on file. They can use parents' DNA.
Do they check across borders? I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
One thing is, all these a missing person really needs a good advocate, because they need a person that's going to do stuff like that, like call places in the area or anywhere around and ask about these unidentified remains and stuff like that.
Definitely.
That's why I worry about Summer's case so much, because you don't have that family advocating and keeping the pressure on the police and all that stuff.
Yeah, you got to have somebody advocating, definitely.
Yeah.
And that goes with anything. You got to advocate for yourself sometimes, you know what I mean?
That's exactly right. I'm in Ohio. That Chad Durman lived 10 minutes down the road from me. I've been in that jail he's in. I'm going to go to his trial. Cool.
Yeah.
The deceased had a glass pipe on him and a lot of batteries for some reason. I'm thinking the glass pipe was for smoking something.
I don't know about
batteries.
That's weird. What do you do with batteries?
Why would you have a bunch of batteries on you?
I keep on wondering about Michael Vaughn's case. I haven't heard anything since they dug up that yard. That's just weird to me, that whole situation.
You know, I haven't thought about that in a minute, but that is a tragedy that there still ain't been an arrest for that. Because when they come out, I thought that was a done deal.
Yeah, me too. Why would you dig up a yard if you didn't know what you're looking for?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if they went all in on a tip.
Maybe.
And there's nothing supporting it. I am shocked by how that's turned
Sarah
out.
Or one of them talked and said something. Maybe.
I'm from Canada, so was just wondering. We have a lot of unidentified remains here too.
Yeah.
I would think the database. A lot of them databases don't know borders. You know.
Yeah.
I would think they're probably. There should be one huge database with anybody, anywhere, can be compared against each other.
And they should, well, I don't know. I wonder if they do the DNA as soon as they find somebody like that. They should have it on file.
Batteries are used to produce meth.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the guy was one of those weird people who enjoy sticking their tongue to the end of a battery for the little tingle.
Mom used to do that just to see if it was a good battery.
He had a fixed blade knife on him as well. I don't get the batteries out in the woods. Way you can put tinfoil to the end of a battery to start a fire and get it going.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but
maybe overdosed or something.
Battery used in shake and bake.
I'm sure you can do all batteries.
Y'all's
I don't know.
knowledge of how to produce math is a lot better than mine. I all I know is
cold medicine.
Cold medicine. That's about all I know.
Yeah, me too. I don't know a lot on.
No, it's really dangerous.
Yeah, you can blow
yourself up. You kill yourself from the chemicals.
My son knows a lot just because that sounds bad because he watches that Breaking Bad show or something. I don't know. What's it called?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So I'm like, how do you know all this? It's from that show.
Yeah, Breaking Bad opened up a lot of people to how math is created.
And it's bad right now. We got an issue with that now in the United States.
Let's ask Fred. He will know.
He's a
Ziggy, could you ask Fred why somebody have a shitload of batteries on them out in the woods?
I think Ziggy may be good for Fred. Maybe straighten him up. I hope. You think?
John, I just know how to start fires. Yeah, I didn't know you could use a battery to make you a spark.
I didn't know that.
I don't see why you'd have a ton of them, though.
No, that's weird.
I wouldn't smoke anything with batteries in it, LOL.
That would be bad.
Google, you can find anything. Ain't that the truth? I guarantee you could probably Google it right now, and
what are batteries for?
It would have each step of
how to do something. Math. Yeah, I agree. I think it's funny that Ziggy and Fred got married.
I think it's wild that they got married. Apparently, their relationship was it has been going a lot longer than we know. I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably. Probably after she lost her longtime boyfriend. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah.
There's someone for everyone, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I ain't gonna give her no shit.
I'm not either.
She's happy. More power to her.
Yep.
Right?
I'm not giving her no shit. I think she probably is good for him.
Probably because she seems to keep her butt out of trouble, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
I found this girl. This is one of the cases I was going to talk about right here. She's a really pretty girl. And there wasn't much details on her. Her name is Jasleen Nieves. And she was missing in Chicago, I want to say. Let me look. Pretty sure it was Chicago. 1400 block of North Central Avenue on February 21st. Not much on her, though. I didn't see where she's been found. And that's recent. That's February 21st. So that ain't been that long. The teen has not had any contact with family members since she was reported missing, which is unusual per the complainant.
Wow.
So she's been missing since February 21st. February, March, April. So over 2 months now, she's been missing. No resolution. I wonder, though, I'm really starting to think if there's any hint of runaway, people just will not.
That's what I think. I really do. I think that happens a lot to the older kids. And a lot of them are sex trafficked too, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody thinks twice.
A few years ago, I kept having my porch light bulb gone. Found out neighbor was stealing it to smoke out of. Sent me down the math rabbit hole. Stealing you damn light bulb to smoke math in, ain't that? I'd be mad.
They're not too cheap nowadays. Of light bulbs, you know. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Stealing the light bulb, that's messed up.
There's her stuff. That young lady. 16-year-old Jasleen Nieves, February 12th, 2024, in Chicago's Austin neighborhood at 9:15 a.m. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, contact Area 5 Detective at 312-746-6554. Damn, that's a weird time of day to go missing. 9:15 a.m., ain't it?
Yep.
I tell you, though, if you're a parent of a child and they run away, that's the worst thing you could do is tell the police that.
Yeah. It says 25,346 kids are missing or categorized as runaways every year.
How many?
25,346.
Is missing or runaway?
No, runaways.
Oh.
Yeah, they put them down as runaways. Because there's 2,300 kids go missing every day in the United States. An estimated 85% of those are found. 85 to 90. The new percentage as of this year.
See, and I went through all these. This kid here, Joshua Cox. These all come up on the year anniversary of when they was missing.
I'm sure they'll be like, yeah, he's probably run away. That's probably what they'll say.
All three of these. This guy right here, Keelan Carroll, couldn't find a damn thing on him, or Joshua Cox, or this Rosaria Asigyat. Oh man, me and Brandon watched something good last night on Netflix about this parental abduction that goes on. There was a couple examples. Man, it is wild.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you marry a natural born citizen of
country.
Oh, what country was it? Where the pyramids are, help me out. Egypt. You're pretty much SOL if they want to skip town.
They can take the kids over there and everything.
This lady married a guy from Egypt, took the kids, went back over to the Middle East somewhere. They think he's possibly in Egypt. How many? It's been years.
Three kids.
Yeah, but how many years was it?
Oh, it was years. Because they're adults now and they have their pictures up. So over 20 years probably.
And there was a couple of cases of that, and that's what it was. Is these people were from other countries and they had kidnapped their child and gone back, and these people years and ain't seen their kids.
Because it's so hard to get help, really, if you think about it. Like, nobody in the United States will probably help you. The country they go to.
I mean, the United States can only do so much when it's not in the United States.
They're not out investigating another country,
They're with the extradition laws and shit like that. You're really putting yourself at the mercy of that
country.
The person, the country and the person you got the kid with.
The United States probably just tell you what plane they left on, is pretty much,
Well, they do what they can. They can only do what they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's probably all they can do if they leave the country.
The movie Not Without My Daughter was about that. Yeah, it had that kind of feel to it, but this woman had lost 3 kids.
Yeah. I've seen a movie about a lady, she lost her kids, but she hired a private investigator. They went and stole them back. But this took years.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I think that was a true story too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Good morning. Just for your information, we have lost all hope in the police to help us find Whitney. We are so alone.
Yeah, they classify her as a runaway, and it should not be that, right?
I'm sorry, Brenda. I hate to.
She's missing.
If there's anything we can do to help, I'm more than willing. I'm at a loss as for what to even try.
She was talked into something from someone.
I need to get a better picture of her too.
I just can't believe there's nothing social media. Well, they're waiting for something to come back, right? Snapchat or something, or
I think it's already came back. I don't think there was nothing.
Oh, I thought Facebook. I didn't know about Snapchat.
I don't know about that either.
There has to be something, some kind. They would have to be communicating somehow. You'd think.
But I think
really,
I think about the best thing to do would be try to get a private investigator or try to find somebody that can help you. Facebook found nothing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Y'all told me.
Was she using any other apps? I wonder. I don't know.
See, that's the problem. They don't know. They don't have a phone they can do anything with.
Right.
Can't get into her Snapchat.
Oh. See, that's what kids talk on today. I know my kids do. Because it erases the message.
Oh, does it? Automatically?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We are working with a PI now. Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's about your best option. Police should be able to get Snapchat records.
Yeah, if they would do something, I also would check Reddit and what's the other social media site people talk on nowadays? Telegram? No, not Telegram.
Instagram?
No, it's
Snapchat doesn't work with law enforcement at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I tell you, that bothers me is how a lot of these social media companies are when it comes to helping. How they seem to be against helping. And that ain't the first case I've heard of them being hard to get any help through them releasing stuff.
Yeah, I've heard illegal stuff getting sold on those websites too, because I guess they're not monitored as much as some.
Wish I would do a live on Asha Degree. I sent you an email just before Valentine's, which is the anniversary of her death. Her death? Asha Degree. I thought she was still I thought she was never found.
Write it down there.
Asha Degree. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at for different ones. Asha Degree, that's the little girl that went missing in the middle of the night, right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I didn't think they'd ever found her. Google that. Let me see.
Did she leave with her suitcase or clothes and a note, or no? Is that somebody else?
I think they found her backpack.
Oh, yeah,
the same one I was thinking
Yeah, that's
about.
the one I was thinking about too.
We don't know anything that was on her phone as far as apps. See, that's what I thought, Brenda. And that.
Yeah, it's her. Little girl.
Yeah.
We did something. We talked about her before, but it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, I actually did I have a video on her, I think, but we might do one. Her story, when was that? Look and see. That's been a long time.
90. August 5th of 1990.
August 5th of 1990. Is that her birthday or when she went missing?
Let me see. Oh, no, that's when she was born. Let me see when she went missing. No, I didn't read it. Let's see when she went missing.
Brenda, does the private investigator
2000, February 2000.
seem optimistic? 2000s when she went missing?
She's 10, around 10.
The Asha Degree story is a head scratcher.
Yeah,
it really is. How that turned out. I tell you what, I seen something on it a while back, not too long ago. It was one of the newer things that come out on it, and they were throwing more shade at the dad as being possibly involved. And I remember when it first came out, there was like really no speculation on any
family member,
either side of the family. But I know the last thing I saw, it seemed to be they were more interested in something about the dad.
Yeah.
We had it scared the last 24 hours because a body was found. It turned out to be a male. We meet with him tonight. Yeah, that's what we were talking about just earlier, Brenda, where it was in the Chillicothe area. I figured that would be upsetting for y'all.
Maybe just get her name out there as much as you can on social media. I'm sure, she probably sees it. Hopefully, maybe.
I just think the best thing to do is just be to get her to let somebody know she's okay somehow.
Right. Yeah.
No matter who she contacts, just shows a proof of life. I'm sure would make you guys extremely happy just to know that, even if maybe she wasn't willing to let you know where she was. It would seem to me.
Yeah. I agree.
Asha Degree, it's been 24 years and it's unsolved. What state was that in? Do you know? Surely it wasn't Tennessee.
I'd have to look. I had it pulled up here.
I think I might try to make or we should try to make a little short or something to Whitney.
North Carolina.
Hopefully just getting her to contact somebody to let them know she's okay, at least to do that.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do something. Check that out. See if there's anything new on it. Do some homework. I know the last thing I remember though was they were speculating something about the dad.
Yeah. They found her. Didn't they find her backpack maybe or not?
They found a backpack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can't remember. I don't want to say because I don't want to screw it up.
It was something like that. Poor Whitney. I don't want to. Law enforcement don't want to help. Don't want to do nothing. Now, why isn't her case blowing up like other? That's not fair to the family.
No, it's not fair.
Well, Seth is 15 and he's missing all the, attention he gets on his case.
Well,
Riley Strain, he was missing. He's older. Attention on his case.
The worry is they have taken her phone and aren't allowing her to contact us because her letter stated she would contact us. See, that's that's why I'm concerned, Brenda, is because if she said she would contact you,
she probably would. She would have.
You would think she would, especially to keep the heat down a little bit, or I don't know. I don't know, Whitney, but I find it odd that she said that she would contact you and she hasn't. And I really think law enforcement should treat this like an abduction instead of a runaway.
Whoever took her was telling her what she wanted to hear. I'm sure. Big old liar. They probably did take her phone.
And if somebody was that good of a person in her life, you would think they wouldn't want her on the run from law enforcement and upsetting her family and all that. So I think it's definitely everyone should be extremely concerned about her safety. And for law enforcement to treat it like a runaway, I don't get. To me,
with the evidence or what you do have.
Having the note, how they can read that note, not think that this isn't somebody that's being groomed, and basically, to me, they kidnapped her.
Yeah,
I don't see that as a runaway. I see that as an abduction. I see that as she got kidnapped by somebody telling her a bunch of crazy, wild bullshit.
Yep.
There ain't no doctor going to have a kid on the run babysitting for him.
No.
It's not going to happen. What doctor, as the letter stated, picks up a 16-year-old girl in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, really.
Exactly. I'll message you later, Brenda. I'm going to try to get some better pictures of Whitney to put up and make another Facebook post pleading for her to reach out and contact somebody to let us know she's all right. Guys, that's our hour. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Tuesday. I had days like I had this all planned out. Tomorrow's Weird Wednesday.
Weird case.
So it's going to be something weird. I've already had a couple of options sent to me. We'll pick out the weirdest one. We'll go over that tomorrow. And per the norm, per usual, if there's any update on Sebastian or any other stuff that's going on, we'll catch y'all up with that too. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to all the Rewatch gang. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day, y'all.
Everybody have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.